Let's talk about the guy we had in for a workout today. Kind of alluded to that earlier, but yeah, we have a quarterback in for a workout, guys. And that's CJ Beathard, who spent the last 3 seasons, of course, as the Jaguars backup. Has some starting experience, but not a lot of success necessarily. He's 3-10 as a starter. Has appeared in 32 games in the NFL altogether. Has a 60.4 completion percentage, 3,886 yards, 19 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. But here's the big question, guys. Why? We got Jones. We got Locke. We got DeVito. That's 3 already. Like, DeVito's been kind of hiding out as the emergency quarterback so far this season, guys. So why would they go ahead and work out a quarterback? Sometimes it's a favor, but I can't think of any connection between him and the coaching staff here at the Giants. Before being a Jaguar, he was a Niner. It's only 2 teams he's played for. So it's not there's anybody that comes to mind with that kind of, lineage. Like, okay, well, he was with this coach, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're trying to get him in the news. No, there's nothing like that. They worked him out for a reason, guys. And I'm wondering, I'm just like, listen, I have no news on this. I'm not trying to pretend like I got some inside source, but I'm wondering if the trend is going to continue where you saw it last year with Russell Wilson. You saw it the year before, with Carr in Vegas there, where sometimes guys decide it's time to move on for a quarterback. And because of injury guarantees and things written into contracts, they sit him. They don't want to take the risk of getting injured. We all know Daniel Jones has one. Like, that's well known. Daniel Jones has an injury guarantee clause. And if he gets a season-ending injury, it goes into effect, and he goes ahead and gets more guaranteed money from us. Considering the neck injuries he's had, the ACL injury last year, this is not a guy with a clean track record health-wise, guys. So it gets to the point in the season where we go, you know what? We're done. And I'm not saying we're there yet. We're 1-3, guys. It doesn't look good, but it's not done yet. Let's say we lose the next week or two. 1-5, do you count it as done? I mean, is it really coming back from that? Even 1-4 is difficult. It's to get to the points where you go, you know what? I got to look at next year. And what do I have? And you sit Daniel Jones in that case because you don't want to risk him getting injured. So you think about it, you got Locke, DeVito, and Jones. If you have Locke and DeVito active, you put Daniel Jones as your third quarterback. You sit him on the roster still, so he's still collecting his paycheck and all, because you can't avoid that part, but you sit him. He's an emergency quarterback that you don't plan on ever putting in the game. Same as you haven't seen DeVito. And becomes a healthy scratch, like I said. And then you keep him healthy. So you can cut him and get going at the end of the year. Now, where CJ Beathard comes into play here is, in that scenario, you would go ahead and put a quarterback on your practice squad. So let's say DeVito or Locke get injured. You can call him up from the practice squad and not have to activate Jones onto the usable active roster at that point, So you can go ahead and keep him as an inactive player on game days as an emergency quarterback. It makes a lot of sense, guys, because you're seeing this the last couple of years. And the Giants, listen, we all know. I'm gonna get some hate comments probably from Daniel Jones people, because he's got his fans. And listen, I got nothing but respect for anybody who's a Giants fan, but when it boils down to it, his time is done, guys. And 1 or 2 more games, and we're pretty much mathematically out for the year there at that point. And at that point, why would you keep playing a guy that has injury clause? A guy you've now seen for 6 years that you know what you have in him. And I can't think of any reason. If anybody can think of any reason besides that, guys, let me know in the comments here. But I cannot think of one reason why you would hold on to Daniel Jones and continue playing him if you've got to the point where you're out of it. We're not far from that now, but out of it where you're not going to get the playoffs. Why would you risk him getting injured, especially considering his injury history? At that point, it's time to move on. And again, you got Locke and DeVito on the active roster. Hopefully DeVito starting. That's what I want to start in that scenario. Jones sits, gets to dress up, gets to sit in the sidelines, go rah-rah, and just never pop in a game again. And you have somebody like CJ Beathard on your practice squad just to be the backup in case one of these two get hurt. And you never see Jones on the field again for the New York Giants. We're probably not far from that. And I'm kind of be glad to that to happen, to be honest with you. Not just because of the fact that I don't think he's the answer long term, but maybe it ends the division amongst Giants fans, guys. Because that's what we've had lately. Division. We've had a system going where half the fans think that he's done and shouldn't be the answer, and half the fans think of any reason they possibly can. It's the line, it's the running back, it's the receivers, it's the coach, it's the this, it's the that, it's the weather, it's the, who knows. There's always a reason that people have why he's not succeeding. We're all Giants fans, guys. We all want the same thing. It might actually unify the fan base a little bit when that time is over. Not in the beginning, probably, because the people that love Jones will still, we watch him succeed elsewhere. It wasn't his fault and all that stuff. But it's there, guys. So, like I said, we got a couple weeks before we're there. I think this was just the Giants doing their homework and being prepared for when that time comes, guys. Because let's be honest, this team does not look like a playoff team right now. And if that's the case, you have to plan for these kind of scenarios. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.